family Felidae includes 40 species of wild cats, classified into 8 distinct lineages. Each of them carries within a powerful instinct to hunt, among the most extraordinary on the planet. Where are you watching this video from? Keep your eyes on the screen, because this is one of the most captivating stories of evolution in the animal kingdom. Welcome to All 40 Wildcat Species: Hunting, Prey, and Survival Strategies by Lineage. All cats are obligate carnivores, meaning they rely entirely on meat to survive. The majority of them are solitary hunters, operating with a strategy built on stealth and sudden bursts of action. From a classification standpoint, the family Felidae is divided into 2 main subfamilies, Feline and Pantherinae. The subfamily Pantherinae includes 2 primary genera, Panthera and Neopheles. Among them, the clouded leopard, one of the 2 members of the genus Neopheles, is considered one of the most elusive feline hunters on the planet. It primarily inhabits tropical rainforests and dense primary forests, ranging from the foothills of the Himalayas through northeastern India, Bangladesh, the Indochinese Peninsula, and into southern China. They prey on a wide variety of animals, with a preference for targets weighing under 10 kilograms, that is, less than 45% of their own body weight. Typical prey includes hares, ground-dwelling birds, and arboreal primates such as gibbons and macaques. They also hunt civets, small deer, porcupines, and even pangolins and binturongs. A close relative of the clouded leopard is the Sunda clouded leopard, which lives on the 2 tropical islands of Borneo and Sumatra. This species was once considered a subspecies of the clouded leopard until 2006, when studies based on mitochondrial DNA, nuclear DNA, microsatellite variation, and morphological characteristics confirmed it as a distinct species. Their diet is quite varied, including primates such as monkeys and gibbons, squirrels, birds, and domestic poultry, or goats. With canine teeth reaching up to 5.1 centimeters in length, proportionally the largest relative to skull size among all living cat species, they are capable of delivering deep, decisive bites, functionally similar to those of the extinct saber-toothed cats. You're now entering the realm of the true stars of the Panthera lineage, the genus Panthera, also known as the big cats. All species within this genus share a unique feature. Their hyoid bone is not fully ossified, combined with an elastic ligament system. This allows for a highly flexible larynx, enabling them to produce a deep, resonating roar. This trait is a hallmark of the big cats and is not found in the smaller members of the Feline subfamily, with the exception of 1 big cat species, which will be revealed later. Let's begin with the jaguar, the only species in the Panthera genus that originates from the Americas. As the 3rd largest cat species in the world, after the tiger and the lion, jaguars show considerable variation in size depending on their habitat. They usually move slowly along forest paths, using dense vegetation for cover. Once they lock onto a target, they approach using ambush tactics, launching a swift and decisive leap. The name jaguar is believed to come from the word Jaguar in the Tupi-Guarani language, meaning one who kills with a single leap. Jaguars have been recorded hunting more than 85 different animal species, with prey ranging in weight from 1 to 130 kilograms. However, they tend to prefer animals weighing between 45 and 85 kilograms. In wetland areas such as the Pantanal, their main prey includes capybaras, giant anteaters, marsh deer, and collared peccaries. Unlike most other big cats, jaguars are strong swimmers and can hunt large reptiles such as caimans, turtles, green anacondas, and even fish. The jaguar has the most powerful bite force among all living cats, strong enough to pierce the hard shells of turtles or the dense bone structure of large mammals. Their signature method of dispatching prey is a skull-piercing bite delivered between the ears, directly to the brain, ensuring an immediate and efficient takedown. Thanks to this, the jaguar holds its place as a top predator across rainforests, wetlands, and savannas throughout South America, Central America, and a small part of southern Arizona in the United States. Though often mistaken for the jaguar due to their similar appearance, leopards do not share the same habitat. They are among the most widely distributed big cats on the planet, ranging from the tropical rainforests of Africa to the high mountains of Central Asia and the deciduous forests of the Indian subcontinent. Their preferred prey typically falls within the 45 to 85 kilogram range. In China, their primary targets are Siberian roe deer and sika deer. In India and Nepal, they hunt chital, sambar, wild boar, common langurs, and porcupines. Across Africa, they go after impalas, bushbucks, duikers, reedbucks, warthogs, baboons, as well as a variety of birds, rodents, and small reptiles. On the Arabian Peninsula, their prey includes Arabian ibex and gazelles. Natural rivals of the leopard include lions and spotted hyenas in Africa, and tigers in some regions of Asia. Rather than confronting these larger competitors head-on, leopards adapt ecologically. They adjust their activity patterns, target smaller prey, or retreat into areas with thicker vegetation for cover and hunting. When living alongside tigers, leopards hunt more frequently, favor smaller prey, and shift to areas where tigers are less active. One of the leopard's most remarkable traits is its exceptional climbing ability. They can climb with their head angled downward, hang upside down from branches, or rest stretched out across large limbs. This not only helps them avoid confrontations with other carnivores, but also serves as an effective strategy for securing their food. After taking down prey, leopards often drag the carcass up into a tree, even if it weighs up to 3 times their own body weight, to keep it safe from scavengers like hyenas and lions. In the ecosystems of Africa and the Indian subcontinent, the lion stands out as one of the most iconic apex predators. Unlike most big cats, which tend to live solitary lives, lions form social groups known as prides. A pride typically consists of a group of related females, along with one or several dominant males. Adult male lions, with their thick manes encircling the head and neck, serve not only a biological role in mating, but also act as a physical shield during territorial battles. The lion's hunting strategy relies on group coordination. Female lions usually take the lead, approaching and surrounding prey in a strategic formation before launching a simultaneous attack from multiple angles. Large prey are brought down by targeting the throat or muzzle to cause suffocation, while smaller animals may be subdued with a single bite to the nape. Studies in the Serengeti show that group hunts can reach a success rate of 30%, twice as effective as hunting alone. In the African savanna, their preferred prey includes wildebeest, zebras, African buffalo, eland, gemsbok, and even young giraffes or hippopotamuses. Smaller animals such as impalas, warthogs, and hartebeests are also regularly hunted, especially when larger prey is scarce. Meanwhile, in India's Gir forest, the Asiatic lion focuses on chital, sambar, nilgai, and wild boar. Unlike lions, adult tigers typically live and hunt alone. They are the largest of all wild cats and stand among the top-tier predators on Earth. As obligate carnivores, around 80% of a tiger's diet comes from large hoofed animals. In the forests of India and Southeast Asia, they hunt a wide range of ungulates, including sambar, chital, wild boar, gar, and banteng. Their hunting strategy begins with quiet stalking through darkness or dense foliage, using sharp eyesight to detect prey from a considerable distance. The orange or reddish-orange coat, marked with black stripes, acts as natural camouflage, blending perfectly into the dappled light of forests and brush. With night vision roughly 6 times better than that of humans, tigers move silently through the rainforest after dark, capitalizing on the element of surprise. Once close enough, the tiger launches with a powerful leap, using its sharp claws and strong jaws to pursue and subdue its prey. A throat bite is typically used to suffocate larger hoofed animals, while a bite to the nape is more common with smaller prey, or when a quicker result is needed. Tigers face few natural enemies, but do experience competition with leopards, dholes, and, depending on the region, even bears. Instead of resorting to direct conflict, tigers usually adjust their hunting schedule and territory use to reduce overlap. Territorial sharing among large predators is managed by niche separation. Tigers focus on larger prey, while leopards and dholes target smaller animals or inhabit different types of brushy terrain. Despite the name snow leopard, this species is not a true leopard in the scientific sense. In fact, the snow leopard is more closely related to the tiger. It is also the only big cat that cannot roar, due to anatomical differences in its larynx. Snow leopards prefer medium-sized hoofed animals such as Himalayan blue sheep and Siberian ibex. They typically need around 20 to 30 blue sheep each year, though they can survive for weeks off a single successful hunt. Other prey includes argali, markhor, marmots, snow pheasants, and various small reptiles. Their ability to thrive in low oxygen and cold climate environments is supported by several key adaptations: broad nasal passages, thick fur measuring between 5 and 12 centimeters, and large soft paws that act like natural snowshoes, helping them move quietly and conserve warmth on deep snow. Though a top predator in its habitat, the snow leopard remains affected by human-related pressures, such as poaching, habitat loss, and conflict with local communities. These factors are projected to cause a population decline of around 10% by the year 2040, with fewer than 10,000 mature individuals remaining. It is considered one of the most vulnerable members of the Pantherinae subfamily. Smaller than the Pantherinae subfamily is Felidae, the group of small cats that accounts for the majority of species diversity. Within this group, the caracal lineage includes two primary genera found mainly in Africa, Caracal and Leptilurus. Perfectly adapted to target prey weighing under 200 grams in over 90% of its hunts. In addition to its primary food source, rodents, the serval also hunts a variety of other animals, including hares, birds, reptiles, frogs, insects, fish, and even young antelope. The caracal is the best-known member of its genus. While its diet is varied, over 70% consists of rodents and small mammals, especially flea rats. It also occasionally eats plants or wild grapes, possibly to help manage parasites or gain trace nutrients. A close relative of the caracal, the African golden cat lives a secretive life in the tropical forests of West and Central Africa. More than 50% of its diet consists of rodents and squirrels, followed by small dukers, with an average prey weight of about 1.4 kilograms. In the Central African Republic, the average prey size increases to around 3.6 kilograms, though 52% of its prey still weighs under 1 kilogram. Leaving Africa, we move to the ocelot lineage, represented by the genus Leopardus, one of the oldest and most distinct branches of the Felidae subfamily. Ocelot mainly lives in tropical forests and brushlands of Central and South America. Its diet consists of 65 to 66% small rodents under 1 kilogram, 2 to 18% reptiles, 6 to 10% medium-sized mammals, 4 to 11% birds, and 2 to 7% crustaceans and fish. Similar to the ocelot, the margay is a small wild cat living in the forests of Mexico, Central, and South America. However, it is completely dependent on primary forest ecosystems. The loss of forest, especially tropical rainforests, makes it highly vulnerable. This is the smallest wildcat species in the Andes ecosystem. It lives in high, dry mountain zones, typically between 3,500 and 5,000 meters, with steep rocky terrain and sparse vegetation. It is one of the 5 most endangered wildcats in the world, with fewer than 1,500 mature individuals remaining, and is listed as endangered in the IUCN Red List. Its range is tightly tied to its main food source, the Vizcacha, which accounts for 93.9% of the total biomass in its diet. This species extends the Leopardus lineage into South America and is named after the pampas grasslands. However, it can adapt to a wide range of habitats, from open grasslands and shrublands to high-altitude zones above 5,000 meters. Its diet mainly includes mountain vizcachas and tuco-tucos, and sometimes guinea pigs, small birds, and bird eggs. A small wild cat found in the tropical forests of Central and South America. It has a highly diverse diet, primarily made up of small rodents, lizards, birds and eggs, and occasionally tree frogs and invertebrates. Though it can handle prey up to 1 kilogram, it specializes in very small prey, under 100 grams, such as rodents, birds, and lizards. This close relative of the southern tiger cat is similar in size to a domestic cat and ranges widely across Central and Southern South America. Larger individuals live in the south and target bigger prey, while smaller individuals in the north focus on rodents and small amphibians. Its ability to swim across rivers nearly 30 meters wide also gives it access to aquatic prey like fish and water birds. The final member of the genus Leopardus, the codcod, also known as the guiana, is the smallest wild cat in the Americas, roughly the size of a miniature house cat. It is mainly active in central and southern Chile, spanning both coastal forests and the Andes regions of Argentina. Its diet consists mostly of small rodents, frogs, small birds, and lizards. Within this genus, Catapuma includes 2 species, the Asian golden cat and the bay cat. The bay cat, also known as the Bornean bay cat, is one of the most elusive small wild cats on Earth, endemic only to the island of Borneo, Southeast Asia. Its diet includes small rodents, forest birds, and even bats. Also found in Southeast Asia but extending into the Indian subcontinent and China, the Asiatic golden cat is a typical opportunistic forager. Its diet ranges from small prey like rodents, squirrels, hares, shrews, and pikas, to birds, domestic poultry, small reptiles, amphibians, and insects. What's impressive is its ability to take down prey larger than itself, such as muntjacs, sambar fawns, goral, wild boar, even young water buffalo calves, and dusky leaf monkeys. In Malaysia, its primary diet consists of muntjacs and rodents. In Laos, muntjacs dominate over rodents and other small carnivores. The other genus in the bay cat lineage is Partiphalus, currently containing only 1 species, the marbled cat, a small wild feline endemic from the eastern Himalayas to Southeast Asia. Its habitat includes tropical evergreen forests, mixed deciduous forests, selectively logged forests, and occasionally rocky shrublands, from sea level up to 3,000 meters in elevation. Few wildcats can climb up and down trees headfirst like the marbled cat, supporting a diet focused on birds, including pheasants, and arboreal mammals like squirrels, tree shrews, rats, and fruit bats. The bobcat is a highly adaptable and versatile predator, inhabiting a wide range of environments such as deciduous forests, coniferous forests, mixed woodlands, swamps, deserts, and mountainous regions of North America. Its diet specializes in lagomorphs, especially the cottontail rabbit, which makes up around 70% of its intake. In addition, it hunts rodents such as mice, squirrels, moles, and voles, birds, fish, insects, reptiles, and occasionally small carnivores or young deer. In contrast, the Canada lynx primarily inhabits dense coniferous forests, where its range closely overlaps with that of the snowshoe hare. It is a predator heavily dependent on the snowshoe hare, which accounts for between 35 and 97% of its diet, varying with fluctuations in hare populations. This creates what's known as the lynx hare cycle. When hare numbers drop, lynx populations decline accordingly, then rebound with the prey. The Eurasian lynx is adapted to a wide variety of environments, from temperate forests and taiga across Europe and Siberia, to arid hills in Central Asia and the talus slopes of the Himalayas. Its diet focuses on small ungulates, including roe deer, musk deer, and alpine chamois. Depending on the region, the diet can vary, such as in Anatolia, where the European rabbit makes up 79 to 99% of the food biomass, showing a regionally specialized reliance on lagomorphs. Meanwhile, in Europe, the ancestors of the Eurasian lynx and Iberian lynx diverged during the late Pleistocene, becoming a specialized species closely adapted to rabbits as its primary food source on the Iberian Peninsula. Endemic to the Iberian Peninsula, the Iberian lynx primarily lives in Mediterranean open woodlands mixed with dense shrublands. The European rabbit makes up to 75% of its diet, and that number may rise even higher during breeding seasons or when raising young, making the species highly sensitive to any fluctuations in its prey population. They are digitigrade animals, with 5 toes on the forelimbs and 4 on the hind limbs. Their curved claws are retractable and protected by a skin sheath, except for the cheetah, the only surviving member of the genus Acinonyx, now primarily found in East and Southern Africa. Small populations remain in Iran, where the Asiatic cheetah is classified as critically endangered, with fewer than 110 individuals left. The cheetah is renowned as the fastest cat on Earth. It primarily inhabits open grasslands and savannas in Africa, where the wide field of view and flat terrain are ideal for high-speed chases. Its main prey includes small to medium-sized antelope, such as Thompson's gazelle and impala, species that tend to move in herds and react quickly. Cheetahs possess a streamlined body, long legs, a muscular tail that acts like a rudder, and an extremely flexible spine, allowing each stride to stretch up to 8 meters during a sprint. Their claws are semi-retractable and more blunt, providing traction during acceleration and turns. Much like the cleats of a track athlete, they have hard foot pads, tightly connected fibula and tibia bones, a powerful cardiovascular system, and large nasal openings to increase oxygen flow. All of these features support short bursts of speed that can reach up to 112 kilometers per hour. The next name is the cougar, the largest cat in the Felidae group, known for its high adaptability across diverse habitats, ranging from the Yukon in Canada to the Andes Mountains in Argentina. Despite the nickname mountain lion, it is not closely related to true lions, but is instead more closely related to the cheetah and the jaguarundi. Studies in North America show that about 68% of the puma's prey consists of hoofed animals such as deer, elk, ibex, and mountain goat. In Florida, cougars also hunt hog deer and armadillos. In New Mexico, they even go after young gemsbok. In the western United States, they target wild horses and wild donkeys. Though an apex predator, the cougar still faces threats from other large carnivores such as the jaguar, gray wolf, American black bear, and grizzly bear. In direct encounters, cougars typically avoid confrontation by retreating to steep rocks, cliffs, or climbing trees to escape physical conflict. Some studies also show that they reduce hunting activity in areas with high jaguar density to avoid competition. Though closely related, the jaguarundi is far less well known than the cheetah or cougar, possibly due to its unusual appearance, which resembles a weasel or otter more than a typical cat. Its range spans a wide variety of ecosystems, from tropical rainforests and deciduous forests to grasslands, mangroves, deserts, and dry shrublands. Its diet is extremely diverse, covering a wide spectrum of small vertebrates such as mice, lizards, snakes, frogs, and ground-dwelling birds, as well as invertebrates like insects. Among them, the leopard cat is one of 5 species in the Prionelaris genus and has one of the widest distributions in Asia, ranging from the tropical forests of Southeast Asia to the frigid subarctic zones of Siberia. Its coat varies in color depending on climate and terrain, golden brown in the south, silvery gray in the north. As generalist predators, leopard cats have been recorded consuming at least 95 prey species, primarily small rodents, such as those in the Oryzomys, Sigmodon, and Rhythrodontimus genera. Unlike many other small wild cats that are tightly dependent on intact forests, the Sunda leopard cat has shown remarkable adaptability to human-modified environments. In the oil palm plantations of central Kalimantan, it mainly feeds on native rodents and field rats. Meanwhile, in the sugarcane fields of Negros Island, it targets non-native rats, species considered agricultural pests. a distinctive member of the leopard cat lineage. The fishing cat is a medium-sized wild feline native to South and Southeast Asia. It primarily inhabits lowland areas near water, such as swamps, mangroves, and riverbanks with dense vegetation. Fish make up the majority of its diet, accounting for up to 3/4 of food intake in areas like Himalayas National Park in India, and 42% in studies conducted in Thailand. Similar to the fishing cat, the flat-headed cat also follows an aquatic-based survival strategy. Over 70% of all field records for this species fall within 3 kilometers of water sources, indicating a strong dependence on riparian habitats. Within the genus Prionelurus, the rusty-spotted cat is the smallest wildcat species, and among the smallest members of the entire cat family. It is primarily found in India and Sri Lanka, with recent reports also from the western Terai region of Nepal. Its diet consists mostly of small rodents and birds. In the leopard cat lineage, the genus Odocolobus contains only one species, Pallas's cat, also known as the manule. It is one of the most specialized wildcats in Asia, found mainly in high-elevation steppes and semi-arid grasslands from the Caucasus to central China, through Mongolia and the Dzungaria region. Pallas's cat is highly specialized in hunting small mammals, especially pika, such as the Pallas's pika, Dorian pika, and steppe pika. The most concentrated populations are found in Mongolia and China, living at altitudes between 3,000 and over 5,000 meters above sea level, where the climate is cold, dry, and windy year-round. In the evolutionary history of the Felidae family, the genus Felis holds a special place due to its wide distribution, high genetic diversity, and unique connection to the domestic cat. The first name is the jungle cat, the largest living species in the genus, widely distributed across Asia. Meanwhile, the black-footed cat is the smallest wild cat in Africa, and one of the smallest in the world, living in dry grasslands and semi-deserts of southern Africa, from the Karoo to the Kalahari, and even in the Drakensberg Mountains at elevations up to 2,000 meters. It specializes in hunting small rodents and birds, occasionally supplementing with lizards, shrews, small snakes, and insects. With exceptionally high hunting efficiency, the black-footed cat can take down more prey per unit time than any other cat species. The sand cat is the only small wildcat that lives in true sandy and rocky desert environments, across North Africa, Southwest Asia, and Central Asia. Its diet consists mainly of desert rodents, such as gerbils and kangaroo rats, along with birds like larks and sand grouse. Its hearing is about 8 decibels more sensitive than that of a domestic cat, allowing it to detect faint signals from rodents beneath the sand. It also hunts lizards, snakes, including venomous species like vipers, and insects. Closer to the domestic cat are the wildcat species. The Chinese mountain cat is a small wild feline endemic to China. It is mainly found in mountainous forests, highland savannas, and shrublands between 2,500 and 5,000 meters in elevation, particularly around the northeastern edge of the Tibetan Plateau. Its diet primarily includes rodents, pika, and small birds. The European wildcat mainly inhabits broadleaf and mixed forests across continental Europe, the United Kingdom, Turkey, and the Caucasus. In the Carpathians, its diet consists mainly of yellow-necked mice, red-backed voles, totropine voles, and occasionally European hares. In Transcarpathia, it feeds on mouse-like rodents, domestic chickens, and squirrels. In the Prut marshes, its primary targets are water voles, brown rats, and muskrats. Finally, the African wildcat ranges from dry savannas to semi-arid grasslands, scrublands, and plateaus up to 2,000 meters in elevation. In southern Kalahari, it has been observed thriving in low shrub, short grass, and sandy soils, demonstrating strong adaptability to arid, harsh environments. Its diet mainly includes small mammals such as mice and rabbits, supplemented with birds, small reptiles, and insects. The African wildcat is the ancestor of the domestic cat. Domestication is believed to have started around 10,000 years ago in the Near East and ancient Egypt. Today, the domestic cat still retains many of the physiological and behavioral traits of an ambush-style stalk-and-pounce predator. They possess sharp teeth, retractable claws, excellent night vision, and highly sensitive hearing and smell. From the ancient big cats to the modern domestic cat, the struggle between raw survival instincts and the pressures of a rapidly changing world has never ceased. Each feline, whether reigning at the top of the food chain or dwelling quietly in the shadows, is continuing to write its own chapter in the story of evolution.